What's up, everyone? This is Derek Zellers from HyKreations. I'm with Anthony Dominguez. We are a scientific solutions company, and today we're going to be interviewing Justin with Herbal.Lyf.Styl.
Yeah. Today we got your boy Justin with Herbal.Lyf.Styl. We're gonna talk about both about what our companies do, how we met, and a little bit what's going on with both of us. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back, and we have Justin here with Herbal.Lyf.Styl. And I wanted to touch on how we began, which is actually a pretty funny story because it was just on Facebook, and I saw you posting a live, and you were talking about foliar feeding, and I saw you had the wisdoms line, and I messaged you right away. I was like, yo, those are my
Yeah,
products. So
yeah.
I just wanted to ask, what drew you to the wisdom line before actually meeting us?
Honestly, when looking at your guys' product, I was noticing the different types of amendment, different types of products you were using, like the Soul. It was a really great humic acid foliar feed, and the same with the what do we got here? We got
The
Noble
noble
Gills.
gills, essence,
Yeah, so
and
with the
heart.
with the Soul and Essence, I was noticing that this is humic acid, and this is like a kelp,
Just straight
which
kelp,
which
pure.
it has like folic acid, right?
Yeah, it has fulvic acid.
Fulvic acid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when the two were combined, I noticed that it created a hormone or an enzyme within the plants that really made them open up and just take off. So
Yeah, they work really well together. Sol is a humic acid. We call it. It's like a fulvic acid. Really, it's humic acid derivative. So that is actually your nutrient transporter. And then, of course, you got kelp, the Ascophyllum nodosum, which has all of your trace minerals. So when you combine them together, you have a really efficient delivery system on um, getting those nutrients there and getting those plant hormones that naturally occur in the kelp. So that's why you've seen a little bit of those results.
absolutely, and then yeah, following it with the Noble Gills, then getting the nutrients in directly through the leaves. It's just your guys' product is one of the better ones out there. It's hard to come by really organic natural products that do it as efficient as yours, especially with the like microbial count and everything like that in here, where like a lot of the other products are kind of just like sterile for the most
Right,
part.
right. And these all play a role in providing that microbial diversity. You can count them all as microbe foods. So whenever you're spraying foliarly or you're applying it to the ground, they're all beneficial. Like your heart, for instance, can add more organic matter, which we all suffer from here in Arizona. We typically have about 1% organic matter in our
Yeah,
soils, and really
absolutely.
the ideal range is 5. A little bit earlier, we're talking about essence. That's your Ascophyllum nodosum. One of the great things that you don't know about essence until you actually see it is it's gritty. It's got a certain type of texture, which creates more surface area.
Okay.
So when you spray that on your compost, when you spray that on the ground, you're actually feeding all of the fungi, all of the microbes, and you're feeding them all the trace minerals that are really needed that we're going to be missing in our soil. Noble Gills is great. It's highly active because it is made from sardines. So
Okay.
that's just blended sardines into a fish emulsion, but it's got available calcium and magnesium. So
Which
something,
is both what we need in our soil for sure.
yes, a whole bunch. And then top it all off with Sol. That's our fulvic acid, and that is just basically our delivery system, getting them all into the plant like that. But they all do a great job. Sol also helps with some stress, so
Okay, yeah,
plant
definitely.
stress. So
Especially when newly planted trees, right?
yeah,
This will
newly.
definitely help out with that.
Would like to talk about Herbal.Lyf.Styl. How did it begin? What's your motivation? What keeps you going every day?
Absolutely. So, I mean, Herbal.Lyf.Styl really began when I really wanted to work with health within the community. And so, we are actually a permaculture landscape design company. So, we help people create edible, sustainable landscaping in the heart of the desert. And so that are able to grow their own food and they know where it comes from and it's not filled with pesticides, herbicides, or any of the terrible things that come within grocery store produce.
Right, that's a great mission. No pesticides, no herbicides. And I really like is your designs. Another coincidence is that we have some customers in common, and we've actually seen some of your water features, your lagoons, your food forests that you've built, and They're really great. I like that they are almost every single one of them creates their own microclimate, which kind of
Absolutely.
you've got going back here. This feels tropical. We are in the heart of the desert, though.
Yeah,
It's gonna be over 90 degrees today, but it feels so cool and crisp right here where we're sitting.
absolutely.
Do you have any you said you like to help out the community. Do you have any special projects you got going on, schools,
Yeah,
any type of things that
ac-
you like to shout out, highlight for you?
absolutely. We actually have the Annunciation Catholic School where we developed a food forest for, and they have a nice 20 by 20 vegetable garden as well, a rose garden around their praying area where they have Mary and a few other things, along with a water feature. And we're actually looking into getting more help within that as a community project to get more people that are interested within uh, learning how to work with permaculture and grow their own food. So we actually do have a community group within there that is a garden club that is available to the public.
Yeah, that design sounds beautiful, but I think your overall approach to teaching that's where the real beauty is. Teaching people about their own food, where it comes from, and then having them a way to keep going back to it so they can continue to teach. That's really something special that, no, that's,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
All right. So I know I've killed a lot of plants starting off with my journey growing my own food. But if you had someone starting fresh, what would you recommend they do? Where do they start? What are some good things to have you get started off on the right foot?
Well, so my big three keys to gardening, I would say, is compost, mulch, and compost tea. Or in this case, I would really like to use like your guys' HyKreations, which is actually I used to use a lot of compost tea. Now I use this,
Right.
and I mean, it works wonders. I think use the compost tea. One thing that is a flaw to it is you have to use it right away, and if you don't, it's basically inactive after a while. Where this is ready to go all the time. So it's great to store, it's great to have, and you can use it pretty much anytime you need to. So that would be my start. And then making sure you have a proper irrigation system, especially here in Arizona where we don't get a lot of rain and you don't want to spend those summer days watering.
Right.
And then from there, planting easy growing trees and fast growing trees. Some I would say are like moringa, mulberry, citrus do really well out here, and then different deciduous.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so that's easy growing, fast growing. Your mulberries, your deciduous, your citrus. You want to compost, so make sure you have a better quality soil, which is a real big problem for here in Arizona. And use the wisdom line, and you can make that into a compost tea, or you can use them straight.